Hi everyone. I just want to do a bit of a review on the Marlin 336 and the variants. This one happens to be in 35 Remington. And it really doesn't matter what caliber it is, 30-30, 35 Remington, 45-70. The 336 is probably, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best of the lever actions. And for specific reasons, for me anyway. I think that because of the ease in which it is to disassemble and put back together, the fact that they're incredibly reliable. I'm shaking it, it doesn't make any noise. Right? It's very smooth. It's handy. They are an excellent rifle. I prefer them over the Winchester. I know I'm going to catch some heat on that one, but from a gunsmith's point of view, these guns are so much easier to work on. The problems that I've come across, number one problem is loose screws. That can be solved with a little bit of blue Loctite, or you could actually use a little bit of fingernail polish. Steal it from your wife. Just put a little dab on the threads and screw it in. They'll never come out. The spring in the ejector will break sometimes. I have actually repaired it with a bobby pin, piece of a bobby pin. Not this particular gun, but I have in the past. I didn't have a spring, and I made a spring out of a piece of bobby pin, and it worked just fine. Occasionally, you'll replace a firing pin, and that's usually because they're cowboying it, dry firing it. You should never dry fire one of these rifles. And occasionally, somebody will put it away with the hammer back, and it'll sit for a year or 2 years, and the hammer springs have memory, and it will want to there, and the hammer spring will not be as stiff and may not set off the cartridge. The only other problem that I found is in the carrier. There's a carrier lock, I guess it's a carrier lock, and it has a little spring in it. Sometimes that spring has to be replaced, and the way you tell that is if it gets out of time, right? It's usually that carrier lock spring. And the only other problem with these, and you can see this one here, it's got bits of rust on it and stuff like that, is basically there's an invention that's been around for quite some time. It's called oil. Put some oil on your gun. Works better. Sorry about the sarcasm. But it's true. I mean, people don't want to put oil on their stuff, and they should from time to time. These are nice guns. Easy to maintain, easy to use, excellent for home defense, excellent for deer hunting. Pretty well anything. I mean, their effective range is, up to 150 meters, right? For most people. But then again, most people can't shoot beyond 100 meters anyway. And that's not to say that a bunch of you out there can't shoot over 100 meters, because I know a lot of you can. But, these are a bush gun. I mean, these are great for, out to 100, 150 meters, 200 meters if you know what you're doing. And you have your zero right. They're excellent. And there's lots of parts around for them. So I just wanted to, give that on the Marlin. Keep the screws tightened. This screw in particular, that loosens up. Your stock gets loose, and oh yeah, you'll develop a split, either on this side here or this side here, and it's basically because that screw was loose. In the previous video, you'll see where I tightened up all the screws on this. 6 out of 7 screws were loose. And but having said that, that is the major problem with them, is loose screws. And the fact that people don't put oil on them. They should. This is a nice rifle. Got a lot of rust pits though. I'll clean her up. Alright. 35 Ram. Nice hard hitting cartridge. Anyway, till the next time.